Hello bookish friends and welcome to, hold on, let me fix this hair. I look nuts. I just totally tried to come on here acting like my fucking hair didn't look crazy. Okay, hello bookish friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we are doing my April TBR jar picks. I'm doing this much earlier than I probably normally would. When I'm filming this, it is actually March 20th, and the reason being I'm doing this so early is because Chris and I are going away this weekend, and I want to have this video up on Monday because that's what I have it scheduled for. And I know there's no shot I'm doing it when I get back from where we're going. So we're gonna film it a little early, but it's fine. In terms of my March TBR, I read pretty much everything from it except for one book, which is The Witch Haven, which we're just gonna put that back. The only other books I have up here are Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, The Wishing Game, and Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. These are for the Booktubers favorites video, which I've officially deaded that video. It's not happening. I officially have 0 books on my TBR. We're gonna pick a couple for April. So we're basically starting fresh. Basically for January, February, and March, I had those Booktubers favorites books on my TBR, and it was like stressing me out and taking away from adding more from my TBR prompts. Now that those are officially gone and we have no books, oops, wrong section. We have no books on our TBR so far. We can pick a decent amount. I want to have maybe 10 books on my TBR. Obviously 2 from the 24 and 2024 TBR jar, and then we can do 8-ish from my regular TBR jar. So let's just get started. I had an epiphany the other day that I should start with my 24 and 2024 TBR, because if I pull Crescent City at the end and I already have 8 books on my TBR, like that's just too much for me. So I was like, maybe I should start picking my 24 and 2024 book first, because if I do get Crescent City, that's a big book and that will determine how many other books I can add to my TBR. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I feel like I'm gonna get Crescent City, I don't know. So let's start with my 24 and 2024 pick. This one just totally came into my hands. I knew it was gonna be Crescent City or Throne of Glass. We got Throne of Glass. Am I ready to take that plunge yet? Fuck it, we'll do it. All right, so we got Little Miss Throne of Glass here, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm really scared to do this. But then again, I was scared to read ACOTAR and absolutely loved ACOTAR, so we'll see. But the thing that scares me is this is like an 8 or 9 book series, but whatever. We're gonna put that as our first one. I also decided that my reading order is gonna be the thing that Sarah J Maas herself posted, where I think you read Assassin's Blade 4th. I'm pretty sure, I don't really know, don't hold me on that, but I'm kind of debating on not picking another one, because if I get Crescent City, you know what, if I get Crescent City, let's just say we're gonna pick another one, because Crescent City and Throne of Glass is just not gonna happen. The Measure, okay, I could do that. That's perfect, because I'm pretty sure Books and Lala just read this and loved it. It's basically about these people that get like a box delivered to their door, and it tells them the exact number of years you'll live, and then you have to figure out how exactly you want to live those X amount of years. So that's a good one. I have been wanting to read that for so long and just never have, for no reason in particular, really. All right, starting off strong. We got 2 on our TBR so far. I also have added a lot of prompts into this. I don't know if you can tell how full this is. I've added a lot of prompts in over the last month, because I obviously did a reorganization video of my reading room, which if you haven't seen that, make sure to go check it out. So as I was reorganizing my room, I was like, all right, let's like put some prompts in this jar. So, oh God, I'm scared. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pull one from the bottom. All right, this yellow one is reaching toward me. Lucinda Berry, why does she show up on every single one? Okay, the last time I put her on a TBR, I didn't read it. So let's put it again. We're gonna put The Secrets of Us by Lucinda Berry. I'm pretty sure this is the one I wanted to do last. Foster sisters Crystal and Nicole have always been there for each other. Nicole was committed to a psychiatrist hospital after trying to kill her husband, and then Crystal drops everything to defend her. It's Lucinda Berry. It's probably gonna totally fuck up my mind, but great, can't wait. All right, we're doing good so far, I think. You just never know with this damn jar, you know? Let's see. Oh God. A book about Hawaii. Okay, I could do that. I literally just put this prompt in like 2 minutes before I started filming this video. So let me go grab the book I was thinking about. All right, when I wrote that prompt, I was thinking of Hula by Jasmine. Oh my God, I'm not even gonna try. The crazy thing about this book is I actually saw this book at the University of Hawaii bookstore and almost bought it because obviously we were in Hawaii for our honeymoon and I was like, I feel like I should read a book that takes place in Hawaii. Uh-oh. I didn't end up buying it, and then on Crescent City 3 release day, I went to Barnes & Noble to get that, and this had a 50% off sticker, so I ended up buying it. So, it says, there's no running away on an island. Soon enough, you end up where you started. The character, I don't know how to pronounce the name, it looks like Hawaii, is proud to be Napuka, a family renowned for its contributions to hula in her hometown of Hilo. But there's a lot she doesn't understand. It says hula is a spellbinding debut that offers a rare glimpse into a forgotten kingdom that still exists in the hearts of its people. Not sure how I'm gonna feel about that one, but mentally I'll be in Hawaii when I read that, which is great because I think about going to Hawaii again all the time. All right, that's 4. Oh, I'm so scared. Let's dig to the bottom. All right, let's see what we got here. Book number 10 on wood shelf. That's this shelf. And this would be, this right here would be the first something or other. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I guess I'll do it. So I got Divine Rivals, which I definitely had these in the wrong order. So if I had picked the other one, it would have been Ruthless Vows and fuck. I guess I'll do it. This is a YA, like, historical fantasy. It says, when two young rival journalists find love through a magical connection, they must face the depths of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. I don't know why I'm dreading this so much, but I kind of am, but we'll do it. I think it's just because I don't always love, like, super hyped up, popular, like, internet books because everybody, like, goes bonkers over them and I read them and I'm like, come on, give me something like good. Let's like reshift because I'm not loving any of these. Which I know I'm not supposed to cheat, but I am. Let's see what we go. A book with a place in the title. Okay, that I can do. Let me go find one, I guess. Haha, Crescent City? No, with a place in the title? Does that mean like a place that says like Crescent City, like an actual place, or could it mean like prison? So I pulled out 2 options, but this one I don't want to read until fall because I just don't want to, and that was Pet Sematary, so we're gonna put this one back. And the book I'm gonna choose is Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin because space is a place, you know? This is about a girl that's got a lot of like weird quirks. It says a fast-paced, hilarious, ultimately hopeful novel for anyone who has ever worried they may be a terrible person. I think she's got like a phobia of like bald men. She likes a lot of like strange things, and I think it's a romance, maybe contemporary romance. And I have been trying, like wanting to read that every time I hear somebody talk about it, but just like never found the right time. So that just worked out perfectly. What kind of color do we need? Need a blue or a green? Do this green one. I could grab it. All right, this says Chris chooses my book, but he's not home right now. So we'll have him do one later, and I'll throw in the clip of that. We'll have Chris choose one later. Who knows what the fuck he's gonna choose. He would choose something so random. I'm gonna pick 3 more. So we'll do the Chris one later, but let's pick our next one. Let's see what we got here. A Colleen Hoover. Oh man. The reason I'm acting like this is because I am so fucking over Colleen Hoover. I think she's great and all, and there's 2 of her books that are like some of my absolute all-time favorites, but I think she's a little overdone at this point. But the only 2 books I have of hers that I have not read are Reminders of Him and Ugly Love, which I have a feeling both of these are gonna be great. Let me just prep. Colleen Hoover's like older books are great. Like Verity and November 9 are just phenomenal. It Ends With Us, phenomenal. It Starts With Us, terrible. What was the other one I read? The purple one, All Your Perfects, terrible. Let me figure out what these are about. So Ugly Love says it's not exactly love at first sight for Tate Collins when she meets the tormented and secretive Miles Archer. They wouldn't even go so far as to consider themselves friends. The only thing Tate and Miles have in common is a mutual physical attraction that can't be denied. Once their desires are out in the open, they realize they might have stumbled on the perfect no-strings arrangement. He isn't looking for love and she doesn't have time for it, so that leaves just a sec. What they've got could have been surprisingly satisfying as long as Tate can stick to the 2 rules Miles has for her. Never ask about the past and don't expect a future. They think they can handle it, but everything is different when real emotions start to change the equation. Whoa, never been done before. Sorry, I'm being an asshole. I have a feeling whatever one I choose I'm gonna end up loving and probably crying my eyes out because it's Colleen Hoover, but okay. So reminders of him, it says a young mother fights to earn a place in her child's life, but is there room for her? After serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna Rowan returns to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter. I'm gonna go with this one because I don't really want a corny love story, because let's be real, they're gonna bang each other, say they're friends with benefits, and then the benefits part isn't gonna work out, and then they're gonna fall in love. And there's probably gonna be a 3rd act breakup, and then at the end he's gonna say, actually I fucked up, I wanna be with you. So we're gonna go with Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Oh, such an asshole. I don't mean it as like I don't like Colleen Hoover, I just think she's a little overdone at this point. And when's the last time she actually like came out with a book? I'm pretty sure Reminders of Him was like her last release, but I could be wrong. Let's go with this purple one that's like ridiculously folded. Gotta be a long one. Yep. A book that starts with letter of your first name on it. So anything with an L. Okay. I had a couple options, but this is the one I'm gonna go with because since I have gotten this book, I have really wanted to read anything from this author, and this is Laura Lamont's Life in Pictures by Emma Straub. I got this when I went to Brooklyn with my parents back in January, maybe even actually it might have been February, I don't even know. But she owns the bookstore called Books Are Magic in Brooklyn. And this basically gave me Evelyn Hugo vibes, and I loved Evelyn Hugo, so I want to read this. It takes place in the 1920s, Else Emerson, rich girl, on stage audience, blah, blah, blah. All that, you know the deal. So we're gonna use this one for the starts with an L. All right, we're not doing too shabby. It's quite a weird mix. A lot of these are shorter books, so I'm gonna do 12 books total, and we're already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, technically 9 with Chris's pick, so we're gonna pick 3 more from this. I have 2 books in mind that I really want to read, so I need to make that happen. Okay, this one could be fun when I pick Louis up from daycare. It says Louis chooses my book, so I have to pick another prompt to see what my choices are. So like if it says a book with a place in the title, I have to pick, I'm gonna choose 3 options, and then when Louis gets home in a little while, we'll have him pick. That'll be fun. He'll be very excited to be included. Let's do this one. Yes! Oh, fuck yeah! So this is the prompt I was talking about when I said that there was a certain book on my mind that I really wanted to read. Read a sequel. So I'm gonna go choose the ones that I want, and I'll be right back. I might add all 3 of these to my TBR because I want to read all of them. So the options I have are Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. I just read Magnolia Parks. Absolutely loved it. So that's one. Then I have The Man Who Died Twice, which is the 2nd book to the Thursday Murder Club. And then Burn by Helen Hart, If You Know, You Know. So when Louis gets home and I pick him up from daycare in a little bit, I will have him choose between these 3, but all of these options may end up on my TBR. That was 10, let's do 2 more. I gotta get going soon. I have to leave in like 10 minutes to go pick up Louis, so. I have like specific books in mind that I wanna read, and if I can't get them to like fit the prompts that I'm picking, I don't want them. And I know I shouldn't be doing that. All right, let's see. This one says dark romance. So I'm going to put book number 5, which is Burn from the Steel Brothers series, because this is a dark romance and I've been dying to get back into this world. And then that leaves Louis with only 2 choices, and we're probably gonna have both those books anyway. So that's my choice for dark romance. All right, 1 more. Come on, please make it a good one. It's a long one, shit. Let's see. Book with orange on the cover. Okay, it's a good one. Let me go find some options. All right, I guess I could do this one. This is Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. I love this cover. I think this is like it says like funny and loving as your best friend from college, about a young bisexual woman who is pulled between a new sense of community and loyalty to a friendship she's outgrown. So some sort of contemporary fiction. Really excited about this one. I've had this on my TBR for quite some time, so that will be the last one we'll add. And then I'm gonna go get Louis from daycare. I'll have him choose between the 2nd book in the Thursday Murder Club or the 2nd book in the Magnolia Parks universe. But let's be real, I'm probably gonna add both of these. Maybe I'll find one more book that's the next in a series. But you know what, that little fucker will probably choose the one I don't want. So we'll figure it out. When we get back, we'll figure that part out. I'm trying to think of like other, oh, I have one more, hold on. So I'm gonna add, what the hell is this called? Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice, which is the 4th book in the Finley Donovan series. So when I get back from picking up Louis, I'll have him choose one out of these 3 books, and then we'll go from there. Also, later today or tomorrow, I will have Chris choose his book, and then I'll come back after that's all done with the final TBR review. Okay, the demon is back. Let's have him choose which book or sequel we are gonna read. Okay, there's his 3 choices. Let's see what he chooses. Lee, choose a book for me. No, go choose a book. Come on, look, come here. Sit. Which one? Which book do you want me to read? He doesn't understand. Can you choose a book? Come here. All right, go. Choose a book. Go choose one. That one? Okay, thank you. I totally knew he was gonna choose one that I didn't really want. It's fine, this is a short book-ish. Thing with these books is they're short, but the font's pretty tiny. I know, Lily, hold on. We just put all 3 of these books on my TBR and have 14 books. So in the month of March, as you can see, I have read 11 books. So I feel like 14, adding 3 more is not that big of a deal. And a lot of those books are shorter, so I think we're gonna do it. Actually, you know what I could do? I'll add this one on Louie's choice, and then hopefully Chris will pick one of these. I could make these his 2 choices, I don't know. We'll see when he gets home. I'm gonna put these in a separate pile and say, any chance these are reaching out to you or what? That's a pretty hefty TBR so far. So once he picks his book, I'll have 12. Maybe I'll see what he picks and then we'll assess the situation. If I wanna add these 2, I'll add these 2. I will be back when Chris picks my last book, and then I will wrap this video up once that's done. Okay, Chris is making his selection. Oh, that one is the first book to that one, but that was on my TBR last month, so I don't wanna read it.
So I can't pick any books. I get to pick a book, but I can only choose from 10 out of the 11,000 books that you have. Okay. Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Like, why would you buy this book? This book looks scary.
I like scary.
Am I messing up orders?
No. It's a thick book.
Oh, too thick. Okay. All right, maybe that one.
Okay. You can put it on the table. Okay.
Can I pick any of these?
Except for the ones down there.
You already read this one, though.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did? This comes with its own bookmark.
Does it? Oh. That's where I bought it. Those are your official 3 choices?
Yeah.
If you want to see what they're about, it's in here.
I'll read the first page and the last page.
Or you could just read the synopsis right here.
I kind of like how these edges are soft.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
We love a book with a map. Oh, thank God. Just put it on top. I was really hoping you were going to choose that because that's a thick book. I'm not ready for that yet.
You read The Woman in Cabin 10?
I did.
Return of the Key?
I didn't return a key, but I read the Cabin 10.
Did you like Cabin 10?
Loved it.
Really?
Yes.
Do you like this offer?
I don't know. I've never read for them before.
No, I'm not dealing with you with your nightmares. This is it.
Which one?
This one.
Alright. Sweet. Put it on the shelf.
The It Girl.
Alright, Chris's choice.
Does this mean mine goes first?
No.
Oh, okay. So read it in July.
Okay, hello friends. We are back to officially close out this video because Chris made his choice last night, which you would have just seen. Let's quickly go over the TBR for the month of April, and I know it's a lot of books. We're just gonna work with it. So the first book I pulled was A Throne of Glass for my 24 and 2024 TBR. Also from that same jar, I pulled The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. Those are my 2 picks for my 24 and 2024. For the Lucinda Berry prompt, I picked The Secret of Us. Then the next prompt was a book about Hawaii. So we have Hula by whoever this is. Don't mind my hair. I know it looks crazy. The prompt was book number 10 on your wood shelf, and that was Divine Rivals. The next prompt I pulled was, what was it? A book with a place in the title. So I chose Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin. I love this cover. The next prompt I got was Colleen Hoover, so we have reminders of him. Next, I had a prompt that said like a book that starts with the first letter of your first name. So we are doing Laura Lamont's Life in Pictures by Emma Straub. The next prompt I got was a dark romance, so we are adding Burn by Helen Hart. This is book number 5 in the Steele Brothers series. If you know, you know. The next prompt I got was a book with orange on the cover, so we are doing Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. And then the next prompt I had was Louis Chooses My Book, and the second prompt to that I got was read a sequel, which I took that as read the next book in the series. So I chose 3 different books, and Louis chose Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice. I did end up adding the next book in the Thursday Murder Club. This is The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. I had to. I want to get back into the series. I love that series so much. And then the last prompt I picked was Chris Chooses My Book, and as you saw, he picked The It Girl by Ruth Ware. That is my definitely overly ambitious TBR for the month of April. There is, well, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 13 books, which who knows, we may be able to do it. In the month of March, I technically have read 11 books, so adding 2 more doesn't seem that bad, especially since some of these are shorter. Like Lucinda Berry always reads really quick, and then the Helen Hart Steele Brothers series always reads really quick. I'm just assuming that some of these books are gonna go quickly, and yeah. So that is my TBR for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Leave a comment with 1 book that you're reading in the month of April. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.